33 Palestinians executed fellow. 33 Palestinians were executed with bullets to the head by Hamas just within the
Yes,
last couple of days, and they wanted a big crowd so they can
yeah, we
influence
have
others.
videos of it. Yeah,
Videos of it. They're very proud of
yeah,
this. You know,
of
they're
course. We
very
saw it.
proud. They were very proud of the of 10/7/23 as well.
Of course, let's not be fooled. This was not a peace agreement. This was a ceasefire to get our hostages out. And Israel still controls 53% of the Gaza Strip. And they reported in the news today they're going to actually enact. They're going to put up a barrier, and anyone that crosses that's going to be shot
Yeah,
as an infiltrator. And if we have to, as Trump said this week, we're going to go in, and his exact words is, "We're going to kill them." That's what
yeah.
Trump said. And we're not playing games,
Well, they're not
Both
giving up their
hostages
arms,
out.
are they? If they're
And
assassinating people right now, they're not giving
the
up their arms.
right stage two is that they're supposed to, of course, give up their arms. But you know what? They've lost more than half of the territory there, and we can take back the rest in no time if we need to, and we will. That's my prediction. If you want my prophecy, what's going to happen is that Israel's going to go back in with strong military force in not too short order with the blessing of Donald Trump in the United States, because
and I think
they're going to get frustrated with Hamas.
I think it's also with the blessing of God.
Yeah, but the thing is, at this time, there are no live hostages to be concerned that we're going to kill. And it's going to be different this time. It's going to be more like what happened in Lebanon. We're going to go in with the full force of the IDF, not have to walk on eggshells, wondering if we're killing our own people. And I think that's going to happen, whether it's in a day or two, in a week or two. I don't know, but I think that's exactly what's going to happen.
I think so. And I don't think you have too many Arab nations out there who want this anymore. Are there? Seriously, are there nations? I know Trump wants to go ahead with Abraham Accords, and I can see that happening because they're not stupid. They know this is a losing cause. Number one, and number two, they're business people. They're the average Muslim. You give them about many of them don't care about what happens to their kids or them for that matter. But a lot of them are beginning to understand that that's no way to live. Look what happens. Look what happens. Do you really want to live like Hamas?
Right. And look, after decades of betting on the wrong horse,
yes,
the question is, are they going to change? Now, yes, you might have some changes in Saudi Arabia, maybe in Lebanon. You're not going to have changes in Gaza. Hamas and the Palestinian Authority are not going to wake up one morning and say, gee, we've been wrong all along. We need to really rethink our course, and we're going to lay down our arms. I can never see that happening. I can see that happening in Saudi Arabia. I could see it happening in Lebanon. I could see it happening in Syria. I could see these countries turning around and saying we need to rechart our course. It will never happen in Gaza. That's why I think the only thing that's going to happen is that we're going to renew fire. We're going to renew the war, and
are you going to take it back again and make it part of Israel as it was?
I mean, that I don't know, but what I do know is this: Hamas is lying. Israel has told them, we know exactly which hostages that are dead that you have access to. We know exactly, and what's so sickening, think about how dumb the world is, that for months they're telling us, 65,000 people dead. How do you know that number? Because the Hamas knows exactly who was killed, but they can't find 24 dead bodies. Yeah. They don't know where they are, but somehow they can manage to count 67,000 dead people, but they can't find 24. Like, it's a total lie. It's BS.
Yes, they're counting on that to continue the time they have left, by saying, well, they're not going to attack us because they're making huge mistakes. They made huge mistakes when they invaded in the first place. Wouldn't you agree? They had no idea.
But nevertheless, they are not going to change their stripes. They're not going to change their spots. They're just not going to do it. There's not going to be an Abraham Accords with Hamas or with Gaza or the Palestinian Authority. There's only one path. Yeah, and I don't think not with even Iran either. But there's only one path here. There's a collision course with Hamas again. Iran never. There will never be an Abraham Accords with Iran as long as the Ayatollah is controlling the country. Yes, if the regime falls, which is only 30% of the country, but they're heavily armed, if the regime falls, there's a chance. It can happen, no problem. It can happen overnight, but the regime has to fall. The Ayatollah and his cronies, they're not signing any agreements. They're going to go down with the ship. And Hamas they're cut from the same cloth. So, it's great we got the live hostages out. It frees us
about this one released hostage, Eitan Moore.
Yeah. So it was interesting. His parents never fought for him. His parents did not believe that the right strategy was what was called the Hostage Forum did, and that was put pressure on the Israeli government to, so to speak, bring them home. He said, no, it's not a problem of the Israeli government. It's a problem from Hamas. It's a problem of the world. And we cannot put pressure on the Israeli government, which serves the interests of Hamas. So he said, my son will understand. He will understand. And so they're a unique family, and the son ended up surviving. In fact, one of the heads of the military wings of Hamas, it's been reported that he said that the guy told him, because your parents are protesting, we're going to let you out first, meaning that he's not a high value target. They don't. The more someone is worth, the more Hamas is going to try to hold him as a bargaining chip. And so, since his father felt that it's not going to work, it's not going to help me put pressure on the Israeli government, so Hamas is like, okay, you're going to be the first one released. Now, he wasn't in the end, but
he got
still,
released.
It's very unique. He got released. He made it till the end. They didn't kill him. So,
but you see that did they fatten some of these people up?
Yeah, Israel told them, in the last couple of days after the ceasefire agreement was signed, they said, please do not do that. If you suddenly feed people who haven't eaten for 2 years, they literally can die. It happened in the Holocaust. At the end of the Holocaust, starving Jews they saw food, and some people, they literally made it to the end, and then they died because they overate. And so Hamas just, of course, ignored them and try to fatten them up in order so that they wouldn't look like skeletons when they came out. These guys are ruthless. They have no. Even when they lose, there's no.
Well, we know that now. There's a lot of.
We knew it before.
Well,
we knew it in the last 2 years.
Somehow you kept on doing the the hiding of things. Where. They bomb you and you bomb them a little bit, and then you'd have a new ceasefire for what? How many times? 17 times? And the last time they attacked you on October 7th, 23, that was during a ceasefire, wasn't it?
I mean, isn't that the definition of war? War always begins when there's no war before it. You don't go from war to war.
Always a ceasefire, but
look, we don't. You're not wrong, but it's not as simple as that. Remember, we're in a region where our neighbors are not Canada and Mexico. We're also a small country, and we don't want our kids in harm's way for every moment of their lives. So there were different strategies since 1948 that Israel has tried, including the 1993 Oslo Accords, where the country was split. Do we do it? Do we not do it? We had the peace treaty with Egypt, which has been successful. We've had a peace treaty with Jordan that has been successful. And with Syria for 50 years, we had a very quiet border, even though it was not a peace treaty. So Israel has tried different things. I don't blame different governments for trying it.